Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing my BOXYCHARM unboxing for the month of December. I cannot believe another year has come and gone. 12 boxes in, and I think I'm ready to jump into this one. So if you want to see me use everything in this box today, make sure to keep on watching. And please don't forget to subscribe because I do upload 3 times a week, and that is the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. It still feels really weird saying 3 times a week because I've been doing 2 videos a week for so long. Also, as usual, there is a giveaway in this video. I do have 2 fabulous December boxes. Both of them are identical. That doesn't always happen, but this time they are the same. So everything I use in the box today, I do have a second set going to a lucky subscriber. All you need to do is subscribe, like, and comment. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment with the best way to reach you in the event that you are the name chosen as the winner. So thanks again, and let's get right into the box. So my lids are already primed, my brows are done, because the first item out of this beautiful, I'm going to start with the card. Let's start with the card for once. 'Tis the season, S-E-A, so that's adorable. So it is the holiday season, but also like, let's think about summer. So we're going to jump into variation number 1. First item in the box. This is the PROTEGE palette from SUVA Beauty. It is a 6-color eyeshadow and 2 face highlighter. Let's see what they say. SUVA Beauty's new PROTEGE palette is a versatile, warm, and cool tone palette featuring 6 highly pigmented shimmer and matte shadows and 2 brilliant highlighters. This retails for $34. Let's move the box so I can use this. So I'll be using this for the whole look today. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and start with Tact, which is the matte skin tone shade. And I'm just going to take this just to set down my Painterly paint pot. That shade definitely lightened up the primer, so there's definitely pigment in here. Let's see how everything blends together. Let's go for like smoky. I'm going to go into Conscious down here. This is the brown shade, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit on that, and I'm just going to diffuse that into the upper crease area. See how easy that was? It is smooth. They're blending out very creamy. They're not pulling or grabbing. They're layering well. See how easily that blended out? That was not a lot of effort. It was one little brush to deposit and blend. And then I did take a big brush just to diffuse that shadow up a little bit, but it's not grabbing. It's not patchy. If you see in here, it's defining the crease nicely. I'm really enjoying that. So I am going to grab a flat packing brush, and I'm going to take a little bit more of that same Conscious shade, and I'm actually going to press that on the outer portion of the eye and pull it towards the center of the lid. These are blending out so well. I just have no idea what I want to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Aesthetic, this maroon shade, and I'm just going to add a tiny bit to the outer portion of the eye just to warm it up a little. I've been doing so much cool tone lately that I definitely want to play around with a little bit of warmth. That's stunning. Then on my fluffy brush, I'm going to go back into Tact, and I'm just going to lightly diffuse around the upper shadow. I like to do that just to like clean up the edges. Then I'm going to take Era, the highlighting shade that I'm probably going to use on the face later, and I'm just going to hit up the brow bone. And for the lid, I'm going to go into Structure, which is a purpley shade. I feel like this look screams for the bronze, and I don't want to be predictable. So I'm going to start with it dry and see if we need to wet it. The color is pretty, but I feel like I'm going to get a better payoff with my finger. Oh, that's really pretty. Then we're just going to blend towards the crease so that it doesn't get muddy. And then going back into a mixture of both of these deeper brown and maroon shades, we're just going to feather and blend the outer portion of the eye into that lid shade. So this is really pretty, but there is quite a bit of fallout, so I am very happy that I decided to start with the eyes. So we will be coming back to this palette to do the lower lash line and the face highlight, but I'm going to go basically throw on a whole bunch of stuff to get to the point where I'm ready for the next item in the box. So my foundation is on, my concealer is ready to be blended out, but before I blend that out, I do want to make sure my powder is prepped. So the next item out of the box from Pretty Vulgar, this is the Pretty Vulgar, the Powder Room Translucent Setting Powder, matte about it. So this is a weightless skin smoothing translucent powder to lock in your makeup and enhance the look of your foundation. Soft Puff delivers the right amount of powder, blurring and filling fine lines and minimalizing pores. Special formula absorbs excess oil, so that is right up my alley. I normally hate little powder puffs like this, but for the sake of the video, I will absolutely do it. Let me just grab some tweezers because with my nails, I can't open these little sticker things. Okay, powder is open, so I'm just going to blend out my concealer and then we are going to set. I am going to be taking my beauty blender to blend out and set the under eye, and I will use the puff to set everywhere else. So I'm going to grab my powder brush just because this is feeling a little gimmicky, the big puff. So I'm going to take my powder brush, much better. I just love the amount of powder I can get with a nice fluffy brush. So I'm just going to give this a few minutes to bake. I'm going to tie up the rest of the face until we get to the next product. And once again, I will be right back. So the other powders, my bronzers, my blush, definitely blended well on top of the Pretty Vulgar powder. I do think it blurred. I am going to have to see how long it works with mattifying and controlling oils, but it didn't wow me like some of my other powders. However, there was nothing wrong with it, so I really did enjoy it to start. Again, I will let you guys know down below. Any products that are not featured in the video, I will list that I use down below. And also, if there are any updates after the video goes up, I will also make sure to include that in the description box. So to tie up the lower lash line, I'm going to take a little bit of my cat just ran into my tripod. I'm going to start with a little bit of this Conscious shade again, and I'm going to really concentrate that on the outer portion of the lower lash line, connecting it to the upper lid area. And I'm only going to take that about a third of the way into the eye. Then on a slightly smaller brush, I'm going to dip into a mixture of that with Aesthetic, which is the same thing we used on top. And I'm just going to blend that into the middle of the eyelid. And then on a fluffy brush with a tiny bit of Poetic, the very light lavender, I'm just going to blend from the inner corner all the way around the lower lash line. And for the face, I'm going to go into Era, which is the shade we used on the brow bone, and I'm going to highlight the cheeks. Normally I don't go for such like yellowy gold shades on the face. I like more champagne, but honestly, this is like, I'm enjoying it. And then I'm going to go into Theory, which is more of like a purpley lavender highlighter shade, and I'm going to take that all over the inner corner. Okay, so now that we've played with all the shades except for Balance, which is a very pretty, very run-of-the-mill copper shade, that is like the easy shade in the palette. All of the rest of them, absolutely stunning. I'm living for this eye look. I'm loving the way the highlighters are wearing on the face. So the palette is definitely a hit for me. Time to jump into the last three items in the box. So jumping into the next items out of the box, this comes from Bodyography. It is the lip liner. Vegan, cruelty-free, antioxidant-rich, smooth and long-wearing, durable pigment, beautiful. This is in the shade Heatherbee. So I'm just going to take this. It is looking very mauvey and very nude, and I'm just going to quickly off-camera line the lips. So it is definitely very creamy, goes on very smooth. I will address it now before anybody leaves the comment in the comment section. The reason I line my lips off camera is because if I don't, Brandon makes so much fun of me. He'll just pick up a lip pencil and start going, because I make weird faces when I line my lips. Anyway, I'm going to link a video right here of Brandon basically butchering the way I do my makeup and making fun of me the whole time, and you will see why I don't line my lips on camera. And to top that off, The next item out of the box, this is the Tarte Glitter Lip Paint. It is a sheer lip gloss infused with shimmering glitter. And these are limited edition exclusive shades for BOXYCHARM. Mine is in the shade Insta-Famous. So I'm going to take that and throw that right over the liner. So this does smell just like vanilla or like buttercream frosting. You know I love glosses, so I am obviously a fan of this. It does not feel sticky. I have liked Tarte glosses in the past. The only thing I don't love is the applicator. I feel like I have to dip in like 4 or 5 times to get enough product to cover my whole lips, and I don't really have large lips. So the only downside that I'm seeing in this is the fact that you do need to dip in like 3 times to get enough gloss for the whole lips. But it's comfortable, it's pretty, and I'm really enjoying it. And the lip liner retails for $12, and the lip paint from Tarte retails for $20. And the last item out of the box, I'm actually not going to be demoing this on camera because I did try it last night. This is the Cosmedix Detox Activated Charcoal Mask. Detoxify your pores and daily grime with the Cosmedix Charcoal Mask. This is going to visibly improve brightness on the skin and draw out dirt and impurities. And I know somebody's going to ask the reason I'm not doing this on camera. And the reason is, with most of these mud masks, you really don't see or feel the difference until the next day. So I did want to try it last night. It is a gray clay that goes on very opaque. Let it dry. It doesn't take too long to dry. It's not quite as abrasive of a smell. If you've used the Glam Glow Super Mud, that's very like licoricey and very strong. This is a much more mild scent. I did notice that I feel like I get a little bit more when I use my Glam Glow mask, but for an item that came in the box that only retails for $30 instead of close to $70, definitely a great product. So I'm just going to move my mirror and I'm going to run down the items in the box. First up, the palette, 1000% yes. For how many shades are in here, I don't feel like it is a super versatile palette. However, if you are looking for a cool tone, pretty look, working with these mauve-y tones or these warm tones, this could be a very everyday palette for you. It's stunning. They blended super well, and honestly, I am really happy with the palette as a whole. I'm going to have to use the powder a little bit more, and I will update you in the description box with what I feel about how well this wore. But as far as the general application, I'm very happy with how everything turned out today. The mask, I already told you I did like. Is it going to be the mask I'm going to run to use day in and day out? Probably not. But honestly, I will use it again and I will continue to enjoy it. I'll let you know down below if I see any negative side effects like breakouts, because typically I won't see that the next day. I will see that the day after. And I really enjoyed both lip products. I don't often line my lips, but when I do, this like mauve-y nudie shade is typically what I go for because it does mimic my natural lip color very well. And the gloss, I feel like I'm going to be wearing this all the time because these pretty like gold and pink, even like purple reflex, I just love how plump it makes the lips look, and honestly, it tastes delicious. So once again, this is variation number 1, and it does retail for $128. The box only costs you $21. So for $128 value, you're getting more than 6 times the value of what you're paying. So any one of these products would be worth the box, but honestly, like, I'm really going to enjoy playing with this palette. This is one of the best boxes I think we've gotten all year. So thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to enter the giveaway by like, subscribe, and commenting on this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!